Now, this is something I can get behind. Hope you guys are all doing well. Welcome back to more esports talk, and a talking point out there that's probably not going to shock or surprise a lot of you guys watching, but I am curious what you think about this, because a couple of our franchise leagues could be getting a little cheaper and a little more affordable for a lot of teams out there and organizations that are simply not profitable operating in those said leagues. Now, we're talking about Activision-Blizzard and their corresponding leagues, that being Overwatch League as well as Call of Duty League. Sources telling the Esports Observer that apparently the fees those teams owe Activision-Blizzard are potentially going to be reduced in the near future, as to which I say, probably not a gigantic surprise, but a nice one for a lot of organizations out there who are struggling to make any profit in these franchise leagues. But it also does beg the question as to why this response is now happening, as we have heard many rumors of teams out there, maybe trying to sell their rosters. We heard that rumor around Cloud9 and the London Spitfire, who apparently could not find a buyer. And of course, we talk about Immortals Gaming Club as their struggles do continue, not only selling that Call of Duty League spot, along with it, of course, becoming Optic Chicago as the Optic branding was reacquired by Hex, and now looking to sell their Overwatch League team known as the LA Valiant. We've also heard rumors Houston Outlaws, when they first sold that brand and that spot, took a long time to come to sale, and amidst other rumors of maybe some owners who actually own spots in both leagues wishing they only had a Call of Duty League spot and maybe not an OWL spot. It is no shock and no surprise to all of you guys listening that a few owners out there have either wanted to sell or tried to sell a spot and maybe could not find a buyer, and it's not a very profitable space to be in, especially right now in an online era where, of course, those homestand events, you can't sell tickets, right? We can't have events in person. That makes profitability all the tougher. And so apparently discussions are now underway for a few of these teams, whether partaking in the Overwatch League scene or the Call of Duty League scene, maybe those prices can finally be reduced, which, hey, I am all for it. As the Esports Observer did report that the talks are occurring because most teams remain unprofitable. The league's original event format has been greatly disrupted by the coronavirus pandemic, and some feel that Overwatch is proving to be not as culturally relevant a game in America as fellow Activision-Blizzard title Call of Duty. Overwatch League is a 20-team league, and the original 12 organizations reportedly bought in at a $20 million price for the inaugural season in 2018, while the 8 expansion franchises that came in a year later reportedly did so at an even higher number. The CDL is a 12-team league currently that just finished its first season, and the teams bought in at a $25 million rate. Activision-Blizzard, one of the biggest video game makers in the world, wants to find solutions, sources say, but talks are continuing and not yet complete. It was unclear whether the reductions would only apply to OWL franchises, how much the reduction would be, and whether all teams would be involved or only those who paid a higher expansion fee number. One of the sources that said that the talks are just a part of what might turn into a wider package of moves that the sides make to move teams toward profitability. So very, very interesting times. And again, I'm certainly in support of these teams, having the option, at least if those fees were reduced a little bit, to lean a bit closer to being profitable inside these franchise leagues, which I certainly have had my doubts for. I do get a bit concerned for organizations like Immortals Gaming Club, once they do, if they are able to sell the LA Valiant, where that price point does fall compared to their buy-in price, because certainly that can be seen as a negative light for the future of that esport, which certainly has not had an easy time throughout 2020 in the eyes of the public, being critiqued very heavily, and I think that'd be a fair assessment of this case. But if Activision-Blizzard is willing to part ways with a bit of that revenue, because what was it last quarter, making billions of dollars, you hope if they care about the future of esports, they can reduce these fees a little bit and at least get these organizations a tad bit closer to figuring out a model that can make these franchise leagues work for the long term. So what do you guys think about this? OWL, CDL, trying to actually get these teams closer to profitability. Is it future? Will a solution be met? I will keep you all posted if it is. Until next time, you guys know what to do, all right? Take care. I'll see you back here sometime soon.